Hi dear students, welcome to GAL and IAS. Our prelims examination is just over. So what is next? I know many aspirants are worried about your score. What would be your score in the prelims paper 1, paper 2? Let me tell you, it is not the time to worry about your score. Be it 80 plus, 90 plus, 100 plus, doesn't matter. Your focus must be switch over to your mains preparation. These 2-3 months crucial in your mains preparation. Mains, you have to prioritize papers like optional, essay, ethics, then GS 1, 2, 3. So whatever your prelims, whatever the score, just don't worry about that. Okay, there are lots of queries. Sir, what would be the cutoff? Sir, I am 80 plus, 90 plus, whether I would be clearing this year. Just leave it here. This year or next year, definitely you are going to crack this examination. And these 2-3 months, your focus must be on your full-fledged mains preparation. Because mains, it's a vast area. If you are planning like this, I will do it after cracking prelims, it will never happen. You do it and finish it by this December itself. Your optional, target 300 plus in your optional, whatever your optional, yes, 300 plus must be your target in your optional. Then you have essay paper, you have ethics paper, then you have GS 1, 2, 3. Okay. And regarding this answer writing, let me tell you, answer writing is not something which can be built up overnight or which can be developed in 1 or 2 days. Answer writing, right from now onwards, you should invest quality time into your answer writing. That is not only in your optional paper, it is also in your GS papers. Okay, so practice regular answer writing, get the feedback and improve upon the feedback. That's very, very important, and that is very crucial as far as scoring in your mains papers is concerned. Now here it is about world history. How to prepare this world history? Let me tell you, this world history, world history that comes in your GS1. Okay, this is in general studies paper 1, you have world history. So what kind of the histories you have to study in your GS1, you know? Yeah, you have to study world history, you have to study world history, you have to study Indian history. Indian history means this is modern India. Okay, this is modern India from 18th century to 21st century. Then you have freedom struggle. You have very interesting episode which is freedom struggle. You have post-independence. You have post-independence to study. Post-independence. Okay. Then next important thing is definitely which is art and culture. Yeah. So you have world history, you have Indian history, which is modern Indian history from 18th to 21st century, freedom struggle, post-independence, art and culture. Okay, art and culture covering ancient, medieval and modern times. Now, what is the role of this world history? Let me tell you, you can expect 1 or 2 questions. It's something which is 5% or 10% of your total questions in GS1. This is the weightage of world history. World history, you expect 1 or 2 questions. Initially, they asked 3-4 questions. Now, it is something around 1 or 2 questions. But that 1 or 2 questions is very crucial. Even UPSC has a syllabus overlapping interdisciplinary approach also in order to answer international relations questions. Indo-China relations or maybe Indo-USA or Pak, India and its neighborhood. When you study international relations, India and its neighborhood especially, this world history, historic part, our historical relations with its neighborhood, India's neighborhood, or this Western world, or USA, or this China, etc. Yes, that understanding you should have. So this world history is equally crucial for your answering international relations questions. Okay, and world history, that is even important for solving Indian history questions also. UPSC may ask the questions like this: Indian national movement or non-cooperation movement and World War I, connecting World War I and this non-cooperation movement, or Quit India movement and World War II. World War II and its impact on India's Quit India movement or maybe anti-British movement in India. So many events, for example, Industrial Revolution and Indian pandemics and epidemics or Indian famines or India's deindustrialization. Different way they can connect to the questions. For example, Leninism or Mustafa Kamal Pasha and their impact on India's liberal economic policies during post-independence, okay? Or there can be questions like French Revolution, its impact on Indian Renaissance, or Russian Revolution, its impact on, yes, rise and growth of Indian socialist movements, okay? So definitely, in order to answer Indian history questions also, good understanding of world history is very important, okay? So here, yeah, what you have to study in the world history? World history, let me tell you, you have to study only this modern world history. This modern world history, you start with the 18th century AD. Okay, there is no need for studying this ancient world history, medieval world history, Roman Empire history, Byzantine Empire history, nothing is required here. Yeah, you study from this modern world history from 18th century AD onwards, that's important for you. Okay, so world history, this is first important thing, take care. You have to study the modern world history and especially that is European, yeah, modern history or European modern world history. That is your priority. Then again, when you study this modern world history, don't go for facts and figures. Okay, history learning. Try to understand that history is not about by hurting the facts and figures. This is about conceptualization, or let me tell you, this is about learning the concepts. You should know the causes and consequences of major events, major reforms, or major episodes in the history. Okay, just like reading a story, watching a movie, try to understand or try to build up the conceptual clarity about the historical events. Okay, it's not about by hearting memorizing facts and figures. Fact and figure based questions UPSC will never ask in your GS papers. Yeah, it's all about conceptual, analytical type of questions they are asking. Okay, so not about world history learning is not about learning facts and figures. It is about understanding the concepts and analyzing the concepts. Okay, so when it comes to, so there is a concept called analyze. You have to analyze the causes and consequences. Causes and consequences. This analytical skill you have to develop. You study Industrial Revolution. Why it first happened in England? Industrial Revolution and its connection with these liberal movements called socialism or liberalism or romanticism, etc. Industrial Revolution, how it was different. European Revolution, how it was different from Asian Revolution. Okay, or Industrial Revolution and what was its impact on Indian economy. So that is the causes and consequences you have to study. When you study world history modules, causes and consequences you have to focus. Yes, in the syllabus it says you have to study Industrial Revolution, colonization, decolonization, world wars, redrawing of these national boundaries, formation of nation states, then political philosophies like capitalism, socialism, communism, etc. Yes, all these are the things which is given in your syllabus. Okay, you have to study, yes, Industrial Revolution, colonization, decolonization, world wars, redrawing of national boundaries, yes, philosophies like capitalism, socialism, communism, etc., romanticism, etc. In detail, if I say in detail, let me tell you, yes, these are some modules which you have to study from world history that will definitely save you in your final examination. First is definitely which is Industrial Revolution. You must study their causes and consequences. Okay, causes and consequences. Industrial Revolution, that's very, very important for you. Yes, why it first happened in England. How this English Industrial Revolution different from other European countries. Then how this English Industrial Revolution different from this Asia. Or how it impacted these social movements. Okay, social movements, what were its consequences or outcome? Political, social, economic outcomes, intellectual outcomes, okay? And of course, Industrial Revolution and its impact on India. This is the way next module you will be studying definitely, which is, yeah, American Revolution. American Revolution. The causes and consequences of American Revolution. British mercantilism versus American economic nationalism. Okay, so American Revolution, the causes and consequences of American Revolution, drafting of this American Constitution. Okay, American Constitution. Yeah, formation of United States of America. All these things you will be studying here. American Revolution, then you will study French Revolution. Next important module you have to study is, yeah, French Revolution. French Revolution, the causes, consequences of the French Revolution. Then definitely, after French Revolution, you will have to go for, after French Revolution, you will be going for this, yeah, that is Eastern question. What is Eastern question? Why these European countries involved in this Eastern question? Then there is concept called colonization or colonialism. You study colonialism, imperialism. Colonialism, imperialism. Then of course you will have to study this World War I. Causes and consequences of this World War I. Then League of Nations. Okay, its objectives and its achievements, its limitations, etc. Then there is again you will be studying other modules like, for example, yeah, the growth of this Nazism, fascism. Nazism, fascism you will be studying. You will study the so-called Nazism, fascism. Then there is, of course, yeah, here again there is Russian Revolution. Okay, along with the World War, there is Russian Revolution. Then again you will go for this economic depression. Okay, 1930s economic depression. Then of course there is World War II. World War II. There is United Nations Organization. It's yeah, objectives, achievements, limitations. Then of course you will be going for this decolonization. You will be going for decolonization. You will study the case of this South Africa. Okay, decolonization process in this South Africa. Then of course in between you study this building of these nation states, unification of Italy, unification of Germany. Unification of Italy, Germany you will study. Then there is bipolar world. Bipolar world into unipolar world. Okay, you will study this rise and growth of this two blocks, that is Western bloc, Eastern bloc, that is capitalist bloc and socialist bloc. USSR one side, USA another side. After which you will study disintegration of USSR and formation of a unipolar world, that is yeah, a capitalist nation dominated world, USA dominated world. Then you will study the case of third world countries. Yeah, third world countries, and you will study this NAM and other international organizations, etc. Okay, so this is something, and of course the formation of these nation states in the later stage. So this is something, the crux of your world history. This is what you have to study from your world history. Just have a look into some questions. 2013, what policy instruments were deployed to contain Great Economic Depression? American Revolution was an economic revolt against mercantilism. Africa was chopped into states artificially created by accident of European competition. The latecomer industrial revolution in Japan involved certain factors different from West that had experienced. 2014 new economic policy of Lenin influenced this India after independence. Then what were events led to huge crisis? What were major political, economic, social developments in the world which motivated anti-colonial struggle in India? 2015, what extent Germany held responsible for causing 2 world wars? Why did industrial revolution first happen in England? 2016, anti-colonial struggles in West Africa led by new elite of Western educated Africans. 2017, what problems germane to decolonization process in Malay Peninsula? Why indentured labor taken by British from India to their colonies? How they been able to preserve their cultural identity over there? Then 2000, that is 2018. Now 2019, explain how this foundation of modern world laid by American and French Revolution. So these are very easy questions. If you understood the concept, things are very easy to furnish answers for them. Okay. So this I giving you a just brief idea about how to prepare this world history for your mains examination. try to understand what are the core modules you have to cover in this. Okay, just go through the previous year's questions, then start your preparation of world history. Even though 1 or 2 questions asked, it is equally important for your solving your Indian history questions and international relations. Sometimes it is connected to historical perspective also, international relation questions. Okay, so have an understanding of this syllabus of the previous questions and you prepare accordingly. Okay, so that is all. Wishing all the very best and stay tuned for more of our classes, and please do subscribe our channel if not. And of course, our answer writing programs optional and GS answer writing programs will be commenced very soon. So for further details, please do contact us. Okay, all the best. Thank you.